Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
And we're here to give you our recap of Friday and Saturday in the Overwatch League. Week 3, Stage 2. So let's get at it. Let's start off with, my team is actually, I think, probably unanimously in both of our matches of the day for the weekend, for a fucking change.
Yeah.
One for not a good reason, one for a fantastic, marvelous... I know I'm jumping ahead because I haven't shut up for a fucking day and a half, so just... it was like the ending of a fucking fairy tale. The fucking bad guy got put into the fucking ground. Oh, and then everything fell to shit. Okay, done with that. Now let's get on. We'll get on to the real thing, and I'll talk more about that later, and we both will actually, because they were actually good matches.
Yeah.
But, so on to Friday.
So yeah, just touching on London just kicked the shit out of Boston.
Yeah, Boston is disappointing.
Yeah, they're just not the same team that they were. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but something is sour.
Yeah, all the rumors and weird talk, and they had different people in.
The rumors, but like there has to be some kernel of truth to some of these things.
Yeah, Gamsu wasn't in. They had Kalios in and
Kalios and Note instead of Gamsu and Note.
Yeah, Gamsu. I think Gamsu went home. There was some rumor with him. I heard it briefly.
Yeah.
Because to be brutally honest, I knew what was going to happen in this match, and I had life things going on Friday.
Yeah.
And I just caught the highlights, and it was basically watching London roll and Prophet doing his mini Fleta things. New York took it to Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Or Sabio, once again, Sabiobi took it.
Right.
And this is where we kind of got this is kind of where we actually saw New York throw out we have to play the new meta thing. Mm-hmm. This match, they were just like, fuck it, we're doing what we do.
Yeah. And clearly it is working.
I think Sleepy's still having nightmares.
Yeah. I mean, that was the other game, but yeah, still.
Yeah.
Sabiobi was just dominant in both of these games.
Yeah. Incredibly dominant all week. What else can you say about that, dude?
Right. Philly, once again, just they
looked
fought,
good,
but they just were not. They
didn't have it to finish.
They can't put it over the edge on what they need to do.
And mind you, they played probably the two top teams in the two top teams in the stage for sure. Yeah. And the way Seoul's playing, I don't know. That'll be a fun match when they play New York.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to that
because I'm sure that's going to be the stage playoffs, and
most likely,
unless other weird shit happens. Anyway,
well, I mean, London will be up there too.
Yeah, London will be in there. Houston, who knows with the middle of that stuff? Still weird. We got 2 weeks left in 4 matches. It's probably going to be like last stage where everybody just went
it's
weird
come
and
down
crazy.
To that last week.
Yeah, which will be fun.
Yeah.
But on to the match of the day on Friday. The Mayhem and the Outlaws. Yeah.
Florida started off really strong in this game.
Yes, they did. I don't think Houston was ready for that.
No, they were not.
This map pool also, Houston got the raw end of their map pool this week. They had the same 4 that they had against the Valiant that they have trouble on.
Yep.
Not trouble, but they're better with the Kings Row 66.
Yeah.
Than they are with the
with Hollywood Gibraltar.
Hollywood Gibraltar, yeah. Florida's really good on Lijiang. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the only match that they didn't do anything on Lijiang was when they played Boston, and Boston just wiped them.
Yeah.
That was just a bad day for everybody on Florida.
It really was.
But they showed a lot in this. Logix and Tvek coming out of their shell, so to speak. I don't know if it was just the fact that they did the weird walk-in and Zappis stood up and opened up the trench coat and all that. It was it brought a new kind of presence. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like the cavalry's here.
Yeah.
Not in a Tracer way or a Road Dogg way. Anyway,
listen to our other ones.
Watch yesterday's show if you haven't watched it yet. But Florida came in; they came out firing, and you know what? Impressed me. And it's been a long time since I've said that.
Yeah. I will totally agree. I think Florida looked worlds better in this game than they have in any other match.
Yeah.
And they've really came to play, and I think. They look like they have new life now.
Yeah.
They added another guy, so they do have new life. But at the same time, they look like a completely different team.
Yeah, they look fresh. They're always invested.
They're revitalized at this point.
And I mean, Houston made great adjustments after the halftime, I guess.
Yeah.
And you know what? Florida didn't play bad for the rest of the game. They had a couple of, their normal kind of little fucking glitchy things. And they're terrible on Ilios. Let's just...
Yeah.
It's a bad map 5 for them.
Yeah, it really is.
At least this part in the week it was. And I'm going to give a lot of credit to Houston in this. They came back, they showed something that they hadn't shown in this stage yet, in my opinion.
I agree.
And that's our backs are up against the wall. We have to win this match.
Yeah.
And they came out and they did what they had to do. You know, Hollywood was, it's always defense with Houston.
Yeah.
But, when your defense is that good and you only have to get 2 points,
right.
I mean,
that's all.
What are you going to say? I mean, they completed the map against Florida on Gibraltar. You don't have to be an offensive juggernaut if the other team's not scoring.
Right.
All you have to do is score one more.
Exactly.
And which is what they're doing. I mean, Florida did have some issues with their, they had some moments with, Swoosh was like, he was getting fucked a lot. But you know what? Muma and Cool Matt are no joke.
No, they're two of the best tanks in the league.
Yeah, and,
still.
There's really nothing I can say bad for what Florida did. Yeah, they got reverse swept. But let's be honest. Did anyone think that they were going to be in the position to be in Game 5 in this?
Right.
We thought it would be 3-1 maybe.
Yeah.
And if anyone said, a lot of people are doing the, they got reverse swept, garbage, all this stuff. You guys didn't even think they would win a map.
Right.
So let's take it down a notch.
Exactly.
They fought Houston like a team that's 10 times better than their record shows.
Right. And they fought Houston just every little bit that they could. They were putting up a fight. And I think that's just a huge improvement for this team overall. Because that's what they need, and that's the mentality that they need to go into with every match from here on out. And I think getting is it Zappis?
Yeah, Zappis.
Getting Zappis really makes a huge difference for this team.
Yeah, I think his attitude and his play, he might come in next week. Who knows? They might hold him out. Don't know. But he was there, and I don't know, his presence did something.
Yeah, and I think I don't know, it just he seems to fit in really well with these guys right off the bat.
That's the one thing I'm worried about the other two guys coming in, Saya Playa and Awesome Guy. Are they going to fit in this wacky kind of group of fucking nutbags that are around Florida, man? I mean, because I don't know, who knows, they could be just as goofy as these guys.
Right.
I don't know. But these guys are loose.
They really are.
They remind me of they're like teams like in baseball, like the Cubs, but like in years past, the Cubs are always kind of likable. They didn't win, but they had guys that were kind of loose. They were fun. This is kind of Florida right now. You're gonna bring in a couple of guys, and you don't know what's gonna happen because Zappis fits right in. I mean,
who? As much as I hate to say it, this team kind of reminds me of those. Mid-2000s Warriors teams.
Oh, yeah.
With Baron Davis
and
Jason Richardson, and where they're just out there having fun.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Those were likable Warrior teams.
Yes, those are the likable Warrior teams. Fuck this new one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
go back to Oakland.
That's kind of what they remind me of, that they're just out there having fun, and when the wins come, it's going to be great, but when the losses are there, they don't let it really get them down.
I think it's one of those things where it bothers them for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they have the amnesia.
Right, yeah.
They have the professional athlete amnesia, which guys like Eli Manning have. Throws 3 interceptions. Yeah, but he threw the game-winning touchdown.
Yes.
After that,
Exactly.
It's stuff like that. And Houston, they still haven't solved their DPS issues, I don't think.
No. And it kind of showed in this game because they were taking it to Jake.
Tavik and Logics were all over them. But yeah Jake and Lynx they don't look the same.
No,
they just don't look the same. I don't know what it is.
They
and I think that's a big problem.
As sharp as they usually do, and that's really surprising. Especially I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen with Jake. Just
we kind of talked
these
about that.
Maps didn't just don't play well to his hero pool. But the fact that Lynxer is having the issues that he is, I think that's the biggest surprise. And for Houston, that he's not playing at the level that he was, because they absolutely need him to be.
Spot on. You know what I think is happening, though, too, with him? He's pressing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's I got to pick up the slack. And not call it, you know what I mean? Because Jake is hitting the marks like he was last stage.
Right.
And he's putting a lot of pressure on himself, I think.
Agreed.
And that fucks you up when you're playing anything. Video games, sports, life, even in our profession, cooking.
Yeah.
Being a chef.
Absolutely, it does.
When you have to pick up all the slack, your performance drops.
Yes.
And it's not I'm going to shine and show him what I can do. Yeah, you can do that, but you still need help. And I think he needs help right now.
For sure.
Let's move on to Friday. Hey, we haven't mentioned the team's name in about the whole episode.
We'll have to talk about them in a little bit, though, because that's our second match of the
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
That's our match of the day for Saturday. But let's look at
we'll look at the other matches,
games.
which
just a quick glance over. The one that I really want to talk about a little bit, at least, is how the Gladiators took it to London.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No, we actually joked about that too on our preview. Like, can you take the Gladiators? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Apparently.
And Fisher, I think, had something to prove in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and that's something that we just didn't even put into consideration. So Fisher knows how that team works. He knows the inside and out of how that team works and what he needs to do to just wreak havoc on them. And to push the buttons that cause them to just fall apart. Not even fall apart, but just
to get beat.
To get beat, yeah. Exactly.
And
getting beat is falling apart for that team.
Yeah. That's something different for them.
Right.
But, I mean, they've lost a couple times in this stage. I mean, they're kind of Houstoning their version of Houston. Not Houston's version.
They're still way better than Houston.
Yeah.
And, I would not want to face this team, especially if it comes down to, as we get later in the stage, and then if they make that, stage playoffs, that is the last team that I would want to play.
And you know what? They could be facing this team that they're facing right now.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They could jump.
Look at the
overall standings. Yeah.
The jump up in map differential for some of these teams has been absurd. Seoul was, plus... They were middle, plus 12 or 13 going into this. They're plus 23 now. London, I think, is about where they were, and then New York's just running away with it.
Yeah, as far as map differential, no one's going to take them over.
Map differential and record.
Yeah.
I mean, 14-2, 2 losses in the entire season? That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, the closest team is Seoul, but who knows what happened when they play. As far as the stage goes, the Gladiators, they've definitely moved up.
Yes.
Now, Blizzard, please put the stage standings up on your website. Thank you.
Is that gonna be how it goes? Is each stage its own thing?
Each stage is its own thing, and then there's this.
Okay.
So right now, your stage playoffs, I'm assuming, is going to be Seoul, New York, and the Valiant. I want to say.
I think the Gladiators are probably right up there too.
Yeah, Gladiators. I think Houston's dropped down.
Yeah.
And London's there, of course. But there's going to be there's another bunch up, but. I would like it because they'll flip them on when they go to the desk.
Yeah.
But I would like to see it on the website because I can calculate it, but I don't feel like fucking doing math right now.
Right. Right. No, that's something that if that's the way that they're going to do it, I think that's something that they should have visible at all times. Get on it, Blizzard. Stop
making Mercy shoot 2 guns and.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, the way that we talked about in our duos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With LA, this is the game that really impressed us.
Oh, yeah.
And it should impress everybody because London is a really good team. And the fact that LA took it to them as well as they did, that's impressive as hell.
Yeah, and basically they lost the last map, and it really didn't matter at that point. I mean, they had them 3-0. They were so good. That was a complete game from them. And, top to bottom, they played better than London, which, how often do you say that?
Exactly.
Tanks, they outdid them in tank play. They outdid them in DPS, which is insane.
Yes.
And
this was the map where hydration was just, hydration on Li Jiang.
Oh yeah,
was just going off.
He was filthy with the Pharah.
Yeah. And
this Pharah, they got that work. I think they're working that a little bit better now too.
Yes.
Surefour, I think if they have a set plan for what Surefour does, all right, so we're going to run Sombra on Volskaya. Mm-hmm. If X happens, switch to this.
Right.
I mean, you always have a plan going in your head, but I think if it's if you have the scenarios, and then we're going to have Asher play Tracer. So this is your set. Asher's going to do this, or they put hydration in. All right, hydration's projectile. Don't worry about Pharah. Don't worry about Genji. I need you to either soldier, do Tracer if necessary.
Right.
Which he actually played Tracer a little bit. He wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But I think it works better for him because he has such a huge hero pool that a point it gets. And then if hydration plays Doomfist, just kind of stay out of the way. Which he didn't really play that much Doomfist this week. I was kind of upset. Let's move on to...
we'll touch on this game because basically just want to talk about how dominant Saviobi and Jonak were in this game.
Yeah.
Like, those two just were unstoppable.
They're beyond their normal unstoppable.
Yeah. Just a complete and utter domination all around from those two and just New York in general.
Yeah.
Took it to them, and San Francisco had no answers.
No. This is going to sound weird, but if Alphabet Soup gets his fucking shit together, San Francisco actually could use him. Think about it.
I can't deny that at all.
Nomi's okay, but they need a tank.
Yeah, they really do.
They're getting an off tank coming in, so Nevix and Super can kind of switch off.
Yeah,
they need a main tank.
They really do.
Nomi's decent, but I think they need someone. If they got someone like LA did, they got Fissure.
Yeah.
If they got someone like that, that would put them on a different level, I think.
It absolutely would.
Because you can't live on DPS alone.
No.
Let's be honest.
Right, because I don't even think them getting Sinatra is going to be the end-all, be-all.
No, I don't either.
This team at all.
Yeah, your Tracer's running around making plays. That's great.
If Baby Bay's not alive, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if Baby Bay's not alive, if your tanks are dead, you know, your supports have to invest too much time in keeping Baby Bay up.
Right.
And you know the whole shit scenario that goes on. But New York caused the whole shit scenario in this one, so
they're just so damn good.
Yeah, and it's like we said, they don't adapt to you. They force you to play
their game.
But New York in a nutshell is we're fighting this way.
Go on and try. See what you can do.
Nope, that's
not going to work.
Nope.
You can try.
You can try dive. You can try anti-dive. You can try fucking 4 tanks, 3 tanks, Symmetra May and fucking Widowmaker. But whatever you want to do. It ain't going to work.
Nope.
Especially when your support is just fucking... Your Zenyatta just has god aim.
Right. No kidding.
And you can't see him. His positioning is so good.
Right, because not only is he hitting these shots, but like
it's where he's
doing it's where he's hitting them from that just makes it completely unfair.
It's like he's got it's like in hockey, he's got blockers.
Yeah.
Like a goal, playing goalie, there's always a one guy for, you set up a play like on the point and someone gets in front of the goal and blocks.
Right.
But he's the guy taking the shot, and that's, the other supports, and they can't see him.
No, not at all.
And it's just done. So let's hit the match of the day, and let's talk about this, shall we?
Yeah.
So, Dallas Fuel.
Oh, yeah, they looked real strong to start the game.
How you feeling today, Dallas?
They looked, they really did look pretty decent in those first 2 maps.
They didn't look bad, honestly. We're being assy because we're sick of talking about it.
Yeah.
But
for Florida to come back and do a reverse sweep on them is just...
They did and it was maps that they're not good on, too.
Yeah.
When I saw that they were down 0-2, when they were down 0-2, I was just like, man, not good.
But to hold them on Kings Row, to not get a single point, that's impressive as hell.
Especially with Dallas.
Yes.
I mean...
Because that is the one thing that I would definitely give Dallas. They play Kings Row really, really well.
They do.
Pretty consistently. And Florida was just like, not today.
Yep.
Not today, Satan.
Yep, not today, Satan. Do dumpster fires burn blue?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fucking giving you guys all the shots, because you know what? Online... Everywhere. Fuck you, Mayhem fan. I was at that Comic-Con. I got 3 people yelling burn blue, Mayhem suck. Who sucks now?
Yep.
Anyway, to the reality of this. Florida came out after that break and they just played so good. Maybe they learned something from Houston. I don't know what they did, but all across the board, top to bottom, their supports were on it. Swoosh and Manitin did their thing.
Yeah.
And they did it well. And you know what? The Logix, I always want to call him Logic, but it's Logix. Yeah. He was on fire, man.
Yeah.
He took over, which is what everybody's been waiting for.
Yes.
Me, everybody else. And
he finally showed why he's at where he is.
Yeah.
Because man, he looked incredible in this game, and they needed it. That's exactly the Logix that they've been needing from the very beginning of the season. And like he just came out so strong.
Yeah.
and just completely set the tone for the whole team after the break.
Yeah, and Tivik played fantastic too. I mean, their DPS were great. I mean, I really wanted to, in our duos, I was thinking about giving them to the duos, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
there's a couple of duos.
Yeah, I thought about doing it too, but I mean that they're getting. They just look so much better in this game.
Yeah, and they're playing
just
defense
this week in general. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing.
They're defending well.
Their defense has gone because they always played pretty decent on offense. Like if they were ever getting points, is because of their offense. But it's been holding that has been one of their big issues, and they held really strong in this. And they just looked so much better on it. Yeah, and they didn't C9. They didn't, and on control, Nepal did not go good at all. We'll just leave it at that. But on Ilios, they got their shit together. They didn't get one of those 99% and then lose. They went out there and they just took care of business on that 5th map. I think by that point, Dallas was done. Yeah. To be honest, it's got to be hard to play. Yeah, I will say that. The distractions, and the distraction upon distraction, upon bullshit. Yeah, it's got to be real tough to play, and then you got guys going off and like on each other in game. It just doesn't work for them. They need a break. Yeah, Florida did what they had to do, but sometimes I feel for Dallas. I really do. Yeah. And I feel for Dallas. I feel for the guys that are committed. Yeah, I feel bad for the guys that are there to really play, and like it's just such a mess right now that you feel bad for some of them. Other guys you don't feel bad for at all. Right. That's just kind of where it's at this point. Yeah, and some guys might need a fresh start. Yes. In a different place, and it's not saying that they're bad players. No one. I don't think anyone in their right mind is saying, because I think Dallas fans are taking this the wrong way. What you need sometimes is guys need a different place to be. Yes. It didn't work here. That's okay. It happens, Yep. But Florida, props to you guys. Yeah. Did me proud. Florida. Did me proud this week. I actually had a freaking good night on Saturday night. I went to bed happy. Maybe you guys should be playing the late games. Right. You guys do good in the late games. They definitely seem like the type of team that would play well the later the night goes. So, Blizzard, let's get on that. Mayhem, last game of the night. Mayhem, last game of the night, every night. Sometimes just randomly at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. They're just that kind of team. But anyway, it was a really good match on the whole. It was a nice comeback. Yeah. A fantastic comeback. And you know what? Props to them. And I keep repeating myself, but I didn't really... we both picked them. Yeah. But it's I picked them because I was going to pick them anyway. I picked them because I felt like Dallas was such a dumpster fire that they weren't going to win, and that's exactly what happened. So. Yeah. Well, that will wrap it up for this week's recaps for our Friday and Saturday. Be sure to catch our picks and our previews coming up this week. We'll hit you with all that good stuff. Previewing Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday. All that good stuff. Just talking about the matchups and all that, and finally just talking about the matchups and all that. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully. I don't think anything else is gonna happen. Yeah. Cross your fingers. But don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch us on social media. Yep. And we will talk to you guys later on in the week. See you guys on the next one. Later.